Well, so I've been driving around the Maruti Suzuki Baleno for about 5 months, almost 6 months now, and I have done over 7,000 kilometers on this car. And if I had to review this car in 2 words overall, then those 2 words would be feel good. This car really does have a wow factor to it. It really has an awesome feel good factor to it that's really hard to pinpoint. And one of the main reasons I think that it has that feel good factor is because of its sheer styling on the outside, but even the cabin is very stylish. Now I know a lot of people say that styling is a matter of personal opinion, but for me the cabin on this car is not only sporty to look at but also has a wow factor, as I just mentioned. And why is that? Because it comes with a 7-inch touchscreen panel which has a lot of goodies on it. It has Apple's CarPlay system on it, so if you are someone who is a gadget freak like me and loves to use his devices in the car, then you can of course sync your phone with the screen over here, and the screen on this car will mirror all the apps on your phone onto the screen, which makes driving a much more easier affair because you don't have to take your eyes off the road by fiddling on your phone. You can just directly fiddle on the touchscreen over there. Well, so that well-styled dashboard isn't the most appealing fact about this car. It also has the best seats in the premium hatchback space. The front seats especially are very good for overall cushioning as well as support, and support for the lower back is very good as well. Even the rear seats are very good, and a big part for that goes to the flat floor panel. It's a really flat floor panel, which means that whoever's sitting in the middle seat has plenty of place to keep his feet at. Well, what also makes the cabin an appealing place is the big boot. Now remember, this car has a 332-litre boot, which is second only to the Honda Jazz, which has a space of over 350 litres. So in that sense, it's a big boot. But what also adds to its usability is the fact that you can drop the rear seats down and even fit in an AC. Yes, I have fitted in an entire AC unit within its packing into it and surprised even the shopkeeper. Well, the other highlights on the Baleno include its dynamic chassis. Remember, this isn't really an all-out sporty hatchback, but even then there's some fun to be had because the steering wheel offers you good communication, and the chassis really feels very agile, feels very dynamic and sporty to drive. And when you're of course changing directions, it enjoys them. It does not have too much of body roll, and the grip levels from the tires are also very good. So it's a fun car to drive. Well, the other good part about the Baleno is that it has a very refined petrol engine, and on those highway trips it really does deliver sensational fuel efficiency figures. In fact, we have got figures of about 19 or 20 kpl with 3 people on board and their luggage. And remember, Maruti claims about 21 kpl for this car, so in that sense these are very good figures. And a special mention must be made of the air conditioning on the Baleno. It is absolutely phenomenal. We drove this car mostly in the summers and took it out on a couple of road trips as well, and all the occupants of the car were well taken care of by the air conditioning, even though it was about 40 odd degrees on the outside and the AC was at 21, 22. Even then the car's cabin was very chilly. So Maruti really has done a phenomenal job with the air conditioning of this car. Well, so is the Maruti Suzuki Baleno perfect? Well, no car really is perfect, but this one does come very close. It does have a couple of issues. The first one is that there's no circular knob for the volume control. You have to of course use the touchscreen, and that can be a little annoying because you will miss that tactile feel of the circular knob. It's something that people who are old school like me will appreciate. And the other thing which is a bit of a disappointment is the fact that the USB port on this car is not very easily visible in the dark. Remember, this is a car which comes with an all-black cabin, so people who have poor eyesight will find it difficult to locate that USB slot when it is dark. But those are not deal breakers and things that you shouldn't really worry too much about, because in its totality this car is a very good all-rounder, and it is at the moment the best premium hatchback petrol car on sale in India. It also offers you Maruti's no-nonsense and tried and tested peace of mind after-sales service network. All that at a very good price means that the Maruti Baleno is a car that you should definitely consider if you are planning a premium hatchback petrol.